Hi everybody, Denise here. Thought I'd chat a little bit about my Vandas, a little bit of an update. One of them's out to be watered right now. I'll move over here where the majority of my Vandas are. As always, it's cloudy. I filmed my Vandas and I asked the question, I don't know, maybe a week or two ago, about some mossy type growth on the orchid roots. A lot of people gave me some suggestions on how to take care of that. Very grateful. Thank you, everybody. The suggestions are working. One person mentioned, and I'll tell you who it is in a minute, about airflow and the fact that, I'm going to move over here, that perhaps it had something to do with coiled roots. Well, a lot of that mossy type stuff was already on the orchids when I got them. And they mentioned airflow, and a couple days later made me think, not necessarily the roots, because they would drip off and dry off pretty easy and seem to get the airflow. But what about the fact that some of mine, and here's an example, started losing middle leaves? Well, I wasn't soaking my orchids, which is another subject that I'll quickly talk about in a second. But, and this one is the best example. But when I was misting them, because that was the only method I had at the time, water was getting in between the leaves. And I'm certain it wasn't drying out. So I have set up a fan. But back to my watering issue, I really need to soak them. They do better anyway. And tomorrow I'm going to spend some time cleaning these sheaths, and I will. A lot I got to do, but that's okay. Tomorrow's Labor Day, and I'll labor away. However, I need to quit doing the opposite. What I may have to do to soak them and prevent the water issue is I may have to soak them when I can, including when I get home from work at night. Start in the morning. I get up at 4 a.m. Not a whole lot of fun, but I do, and I begin to take care of my orchids before I go to work. And I'm thinking I can do the ones that I can in the morning and then come home at night and do them. My big thing, first of all, I can't get up any earlier. Oh, like my mother-in-law tongues back there, they enjoy what they're getting. And I don't have a mother-in-law anymore. That's another story in itself. But back to the watering thing, I am considering doing that in the morning. Besides not being able to get up earlier, we have a lot of coyotes here. And I honestly, although I can fend for myself and I am armed, not going to tell you with what, but I really don't want to get bit and have to go through the whole rabies series. So I'm really considering doing what I can in the morning and then coming home in the evening. Some light's not quite right there. And taking care of the ones that I couldn't take care of in the morning.